Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Feeling better now? Why, right. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You're being
I see
very
you brought your
brave,
pet gorilla
Alan.
with you. So
I
sure, I'm
understand you're
calm. I get the
confused.
message.
I would be
Loud and
more
clear.
concerned if you weren't suspicious of me.
That's the
I don't.
spirit.
You're being
I see
very
you brought your
brave.
pet gorilla. Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
La 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 la.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia.
后面
They're
老
well
头拿
cared
玩具
for,
锤在干嘛？
GLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short.
Okay.
Alan, the power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's
gotta go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil can...
Got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have
guys.
a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. Tom just lost is all.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true. The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
Hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are you?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
It's my storm.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
We're on a comeback tour, baby!
看楼下是打坐的，打到吵
That
架。
wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch! It's time to pay the piper! Maybe you could come out and clean our wrinkles. No, not where it is. Since you're so Birch, looks like you before. Mortal name.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his
Now,
patients.
Mrs. Wake,
I saw Alice's
tell
name
me
on one
about
of them.
Alan's problems?
For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
More out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And at work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording. Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously!
Barry?
Do you...
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman that...
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
运动了吧？我妈出去运动了。
possessed bookshelves out of my way. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provoke.
car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage, complete with an impressive sound system.
Kiwi.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills in the evening.
么了？哦。
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead... For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising son.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of
花园
loose
怎么
in
这
a
么
lot,
大？
so,
花园。
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
哦。
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! Gotta be here! Just hang on, Al! Oh, hey! Found a corner!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! Oh, hey! I found a corner! I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Oh。
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! Out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
对啊。
こんなに緊張するっけ。始まる始まる。開始ツイートだけしますね。やばいマジでなんかやばー。みんな開いちゃうよこんなの。ということで、はいします。オレイブに来て大ずらすバーン吐きそうということでですね、
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch.
緊張しすぎてさ、ちょっとゲーム音ない、ゲーム音じゃないわ、 BGM ないわ、ちょっと待ってね。 BGM がないので、こちらですね、流していきたいと思います。今日はですね、みんなね、大空すばる新書お披露目でね、もうガンガンつぶやいてください。よろしくお願いします。なんかさ、こんなはずじゃなかったんだけど、テンション上がる曲流すか。でも本当に今日始まる前までは、言うてみたいな、パーッとやっていい感じにやったら、始まったら始まったで、もうさっきからもう汗止まんないし、お風呂入ったばっかなのに。お風呂入ったばっかなのに、どうしたらいいんだよ。このね、ノリノリの BGM でね、お届けしていきたいと思うんですけど、まあとりあえずね、まずはね、90万人90万人ありがとうございます。もうね、もう一回お風呂入ろう、この後。90万人ありがとうございます。まあ、これからもね、頑張っていきますので、よろしくお願いします。ガイド、ちなみにですね、本日のラインナップ、なんか先に発表しちゃうか、ラインナップね。まずですね、40分、30分、40分ぐらいかな、40分ぐらいから、40分から発表。この新書発表の中身というか、ちょっといろいろあって、
年おめでとう、新章も楽しみ。そしていきなり質問、今の財布の中身を教えてください。対戦よろしく。これね、財布の中身教えます。財布の中身マジで、保険証まずスバルの財布は保険証とスタバのカードと、あと歯医者さんの予約のカードと、あと
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to
なん
get
か
through.
スーパーのポイントカードとスーパーのポイントカードと、あとは4000円入ってますよ4000円入ってます。最近ベリベリ台本を視聴しました。ありがとうございます。はい、続いて獣耳を生やしたら、こういうやってどういう意味ですか？
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
勝手になんだっけ、あれだと思ってた。寝るって意味だと思って勝手に使ってました。よろしくお願いします。殿、どうしてファンアートのハッシュタグがプロテインとスバルなのか、知らないお方も増えてきた頃かと。
Agent
ここは
Nightingale
一つ
stared
改め
at
て
the
説明を何
past
卒ということ
outrider.
で
The
す
man
ね。
was sleeping off one hell of a night.
マジで
Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do.
花澤さ
He
んみ
put
たい
the
な声
gun
で
to Wake's
です
head.
ね、スバルのイラストのタグがですスバルのイラストのタグがプロテインがスバルって言うんですけど、なんでプロテインがスバルかっていうと、デビュー当時スバルはもう尖っていてスバルの栄養になるよう、このイラスト、このファンアートはスバルのイラストになるよということで、スバルのプロテインということで、プロテインの
I
中
could
の
sense
ス
the
バル、つま
movement
り
in the
プロ
woods
テインのス
ahead.
バルということです
Facing the
ね。
enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
本当は言いづらいんだけど、最近のスバ友に対しての本音の一言をどうぞ。これはね、100万人いた時に言おうかと思ってたんだけど、まあ今軽く言うと、まあいつもありがとうございます。まあね、ちょっとね、もうみんな偉い、本当にスバ友偉すぎ。なんでかっていうと、もうスバルがめちゃめちゃ振り回してる自覚があるからもうね、偉いスバ友、もうこのね、たくさんいるホロライブメンバーの中から君たちは選ばれしスバ友になって、そんな選ばれしスバ友になった中でもこんなにスバルに触れている。もう偉い、こんなに振り回してるのにありがとうな。はい、じゃあ続いて、自分でホロライブメンバーの中でスバルが最強と今後できることを教えてください。これはね、布教される能力ですね。アヒル食べたことありますね。これね、最近ね、マジで衝撃的なことがあって、スバルの家に父ちゃんと母ちゃんがこの前一人暮らししてたんですね。で、来てたんですけど、その時に父ちゃんが何を思ったのか、なんか出前を取り始めて、まあ外食べに行けないから出前を取り始めて、その取った出前が北京ダックだったっていうとんでもない事件が最近ありました
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
やっちゃってるよな、これやっちゃってるよな、マジで。てか、ごめんね、海外的分かんないかな。Sorry! Today, new outfit open 40 minutes よろしく。40 minutes スタートだよ。はい、では続いて、VTuber になってなかったらどんな仕事したかった？スバルはね、もう弁護士になりたいっていう、もうなんかかっけえからとりあえず弁護士になりてえって思ってたんだけど、まあ、でもそれ以外でもあれになりたかった。
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
ホテルのお姉さんになって、ディズニーランドホテルのお姉さんになりたくて、そう、小さい頃ずっと言ってた。はい、じゃあ続いて、最近になって一番のバイオ村で激しく感情移入して涙していたのを見て、僕も涙が それでシュバはストーリーが深いタイトルで心揺さぶれるタイプです。よろしくお願いします。
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I'd seen glimpses of the light. I'd seen it in my dream. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chain to the dark place as a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
アヒージョに増えてほしいって話でアヒージョになろうと思ったんだけど、どうすればなれるんだろう、教えて。スバルの配信を見て耐える。スバルの配信をもう毎日見続けると気がつく。選ばれし者はなれるらしい。よろしくお願いします。カレーまで食べたけど、なんだったら昨日カレー飯食べました。どのレベルまでエゴサしてるんですか？アヒルとかも検索してそうで、朝も昼も夜も眠れます。こちらですね。どのぐらいまでエゴサしてると思う？リアルにちょっとね、言えないレベルまでエゴサしてる。でもなんか、もう大体みんなのことは分かってるから、大体こういうワードで話してんのかなとか、大体エゴサしてるし、最近さ、
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
なんか記事とかあるじゃん。なんか切り抜きとか。もうね、そこのね、コメントとかね、リンクから飛んでめちゃめちゃ、なるほどね、この人スパイルの切り抜きでこういうコメントする人は、こういうチャンネルを登録してて、こういう動画をたまに上げたりしてるんだへ。まあまあまあ、それぐらいしてるっていうことで。っていうところは最低でも見てるかな。
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors. But
スバルちゃん、落語とかやってみない？スバルね、詩吟してたよ。スバルね、詩吟習ってて、せっかく、なんだっけ、北に遊ぶみたいなよくやってましたね。はい、続いて。ホロライブスタンプの大空スパイの使い道が分かりません。どういった時に人に送るのがベストですか？これはですね、今送ってください。今ね、みんな今大空スバル新種ですごい誰も開いても今すぐ送ってくれまして、今すぐ発表そうだっていうのでね、今送ってください。さあみんなやります。送る相手がいません。もうなんか公式とかよく。はい、じゃあ続いて。突然ですが、リスナーに物申したいことありますか？バイクとか興味ある？ある。不気味の刀のような切れ味のスバルちゃんの方が素ですか？あ、これね、初期スバルの尖ってた頃の方が素ですかってことなんですけど、まあそりゃそうだよね。もうそりゃそうだよね、マジで。そりゃね、そりゃそうだよねっていう。はい、じゃあ続いて、最近ホロライブもう一回見ない。これちょっとね、小説中です。小説中。スバル自身、メスバルって言われることにどう思ってるの？メスバルって言われるところでメスバル出てこねえと思いながらやってます。よろしく。今まで見てたんですけど、楽しかった。やったことありますか？日々の放送と、まあ、歌の練習かな。まあ、なんかいろんなことがあったよなって感じ。こんな感じかな。で、なんか基本楽しんでても、こんな感じかな。今日は月曜発表のタイミングはあったんですか？これさ、マジで何もわからんくて、スバルなんだったらちょっと前まで皆既月食見てたよ。皆既月食 YouTube で見ててすげーって思ってたら配信まあね、次の日に 嫌いなので自分自身昨日の自分を超えていく大空スバルです。よろしくお願いします。人とね比べんのね嫌い。なんか比べちゃうんだけど比べるとメンタルやられるから比べないようにしてるんだよ。メンタルがさやられちゃうから続いてぶっちゃけスカートめっちゃ嬉しい。スカートとかで決まったわけじゃないし、まあ見とけよって言ったんですね。実はまだいいニュースが控えている。控えていいやばい、めっちゃでかい。これですね、簡単に言うとですね、ヘイスバルってことで、これスバトモ、スバルの声はそのままでいいよ、自信を持てなら大丈夫。歌めっちゃ頑張ってみた。スバルカバー曲とか出す予定はあります。
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? Please! No! Don't! I'm sorry!
The front door was locked.
許してよ。もう許してよ。心がしんどい時の対処法を教えて。夜ね寝る時にこう天井に向けて静かにこう指立てるといいよ。まあどの指かはねまあみんなのみんなの好きな指を立てるといいよ。結構テンション上がる。はい続いて。刀剣ランププレイしてみた。したしてね、なんか今あいつ育ててるわしゃ何やねよみたいなキャラ育ててる。大空すばるさん今の気持ちを一言。もうやばい。もう配信してる場合じゃないよみんな。ねえ納豆とかオクラ食べれるネバネバしてるの大好き。
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know. It makes you see. You're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny. I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend, suddenly the bad guy.
なんかあの声でスバルの音楽で喋ったらどうなるのか最近めっちゃ気になってんだよ。はい続いてあとこの流れだから言うけどあとスバルが個人的にしたいのはチョコセンがチョコセン乗っ取ってチョコセンってなんかねスバルのまでめっちゃうまいから
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
食べ物苦手な食べ物は辛すぎるものです。アレルギーはありません。よろしくお願いします。生物とか送れないんでね。鳥とか送ってこないでください。はい、続いて。家で暇な時間基本何をして過ごしていますか？最近はね、なんか TikTok 見てるな。話してるかな。
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
今さ、なんか多分アドレナリン出すぎて奥歯全然痛くないんだよね。もうアドレナリンが多分今やばすぎて奥歯が全然痛くないから、もうマジでね、こういう時に助けてほしい。はい、では続いて。
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
これはみんなが悪いよ、みんなが。スバル最初何にも知らなかったのに、みんながいろんなことを Twitter とかコメント欄で言うから、なんかこう言っちゃいけないワードなのかなと思って調べていった結果、まあでもね、まあ絶対ね、そういうことはね、口から出さない。まあうんちぐらいだなと思っておりますね。うんちぐらい。この前ね、ソセレンの名前でね、これなんかドルマル&みたいじゃねって言ったらマジであの後反省したわ。はい、では続いて、スバル様90万人いった感想教えて。マジでね、実感がないし、もうなんか怖いけどこれからも頑張ります。
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling David. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more different.
いや、コラボは誘われてるから。コラボ誘われなくなかったら倒産するけど、コラボ誘われてるからギリ倒産しないです。はい、では続いて、大空スバル実は一人称は俺なわけないだろ、バカか。
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
中学の頃めっちゃ厳しい部活に入ってて、そこの先生がめっちゃ怖くて、女のめっちゃ怖い先生だったんだけど、そこでね、私って言いなさいみたいなね、感じとかまあいろいろあったけど、今はスバルかな。はい。90万人新章おめでとうございます。いつも楽しい配信を拝見させていただき、毎日の活力にさせていただいております。いよいよ登録者数100万人も見えてきたと思いますが、ここで一点質問させてください。スバルさんの目標は何でしょうか？ VTuber として、アイドルとして具体的に何を行っていきたいのか聞いてみたいです。これね、目標？これなんでスバル、これちょっと待って、目標か。でも100万人いったらちょっとね、こうしたいなっていうのはあるから、ちょっとお話ししようかなと思うんですけど、今のところはもっと歌も上手くなりたいし、なんかスキルアップかな、なんかもっと上手くなりたい、いろんなことをって感じかな、今のとこは。はい、では続いて、実は最近スバルちゃんが可愛いと思えて仕方ないのですが、スバルちゃん自身の自分はここが可愛いというところや、 男の子だったら重くないのかなとかね、なんかそういうのでなんかすごいね気になる。はい、では続いて、スバルは晩酌配信とかしないんですか？スバルはね、そもそもお酒飲めないし、飲めないから飲まないですスバルのね、一族ね、みんな飲めないんだよ、マジで。もう誰も飲めないから。
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
今回マジで多かったのが、そのさ、声めっちゃ変わりましたねみたいな言われるんだけど、いや無理なんだって、もうあれどうやってやったか覚えてない。よく、いやあれはね、900円のしみったれたマイクがあってこその声だから、もうね、900円のマイク。
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson. Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here! Help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? The place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
やばいわマジでやばいな40分近づいてきてるな
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
でもスバルちゃんは、幼稚園も小学校も制服があったので普段は制服の体操着エプロンみたいなモックを着てましたあとは親戚のお姉ちゃんのお風呂っていう親戚のお姉ちゃんのお風呂着てたらしいわなんかね怖いよねマジでなんか喪服じゃねえ演技悪すぎだろ喪服じゃねえわモックでモックなんか多分なんだろうなんかクレヨンしんちゃんとかが着てるやつはいじゃあですねそんなところから育った大空スバル
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
はあなんかすごいちなみにね第3形態あるからまあちょっとねまあみんなさまあ一番最初プレーンなんから見せるわ一番最初はプレーンなやつから見せますねでその後まあ多分いやでもねみんなね第1形態よりもね第2第3形態が一番やばいと思うわ
Hey, I think Alan Wake here
第
has
3
something to say.
形態がもう一番なんかもううわーってなると思うしなんかスバルもうわーってなると思うしなんか
And if I don't get my way, I'll solve all
めっ
day
ちゃ
long.
髪の毛抜けたわ
Tense and moody.
緊張で今
It
めっちゃ
makes
髪
me
の毛
very attractive and
ねどうしようみんなまあちょっとね今から力をね放出するから体が耐えきれてない
They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
はいということでね
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
ちょっとお着替えタイムということでみんなこのさちょっと公園でも見といてよ着替えてるからみんな今着替えてるからねちょっと待っててうわやばい冷や汗止まらんすごいさ本当にねすごい
Oh, Night Spring.
すごい可愛いみんなしぐれみ感じだしね
Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
みんな最近外出れてないでしょやばいもうなんか着替えてるんだけどさ指震えてるわ
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless
第3
dreamscape,
形態ある
only
から
to be
さ
brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane
まず
situation.
第1形態からね見せていきますかね
Jones, right? Listen,
もうねもう
we're
突っ
gonna
込
have
んだら
to
終わ
wait
りだ
until
から
this
ね
lioness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know
緊
him?
張の
What
第
are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well,
あ
not
10
just
万人
us.
ありがと
He
うござい
dreams
ます
everything.
もう
All of this.
Wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
スバル
Real
さ
pal.
本当に
You're
さ
just another dream.
操作ミスやべえから
You're a
さ
dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream, and the girl made of smiles and
ごめんね本
sunshine
当に
is definitely a
本当
dream.
に
But
さ
I'm pretty
操
sure
作ミ
I'm
スがないよう
dreaming
に頑張って
this.
る
Well,
からちょ
maybe
っ
you're
と
a
待
really
って待っ
confused
て
dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that
はい、
means.
ここから行
It
きましょう
means
か
we
ね
keep him happy. No sudden falls.
はい
We make sure he has his
ちょっ
clothes
と
on when
い
he
ろいろ
goes
セ
out
ン
in
シティブか
public.
なこれ大丈夫
No
かなちょっと
chases
待っ
where the
て
monster is nipping
Well,
at his
you don't know
heels and he
sensitive,
runs
but
like
I'm
crazy,
also
but his
sensitive,
legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold
まあ
sweat,
ちょっとね赤いお靴をね
yeah,
赤いお靴を履いて
precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
まだ有事第一形態だから第一形態
Yeah? What's that?
はいち
What?
ょっとね
Can't
恥
you
ず
hear
かし
that?
いんでねなんかさ最近さ初期
Oh, it's you,
最
isn't
初
it?
のさす
Please,
ごい
man, I gotta wipe
恥ずかしいんだけど。まあちょっとね揺れておりますわ。はあもうおい。まあスバルもねアイドルなんで。はい、じゃあ続いてまあちょっとずつね下に行きましょうかね。ララララ恥ずかしい。いやでも違うのすごいその
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
でも可愛いでしょこれ。結構ね揺れるなんかちょっとねふわふわした感じなんです。お手手が見えて、まあこんなねチェックも、まあスバルチェック好きだし、青も赤も好きだから、そうそれがありますね。はい。じゃあどんどんいきます。ここがくびれかな。ここはくびれです。ここがちょっとねくびれです。まあでもみんなまだ大好きだから第3のがやばいからマジでまだね恥ずかしがる時ではないこれね実は可愛い時用のねこれ作ってもらってるこんな感じよこうもう恥ずかしくないんだけどさもうこれでさ
苏瓦的这套怎么这么大啊？苏瓦是本来就很大，还是这一套特别化大？
はい。じゃあですね、もうどんどん行きたいと思います。まず第一警戒。
I think we can make it through here, Al!
こんな感じ大丈夫かな似合ってる大丈夫まあ可愛い揺れてね可愛いんですはいこんな感じですまあでもね、まだこれ第一形態ということでまあスバルのちょっとお気に入りポイントはそうだなこの切り替えのね可愛いよねこれ可愛いなと思いますはいではですね第2形態に進行していこうと思いますまあちょっと第2形態になるのでじゃあ場所変えるか場所を変えたいと思いますねここはねまあどこかというと
These geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
こういうことよ。こういうこと。こういうことね。もうバッて見せていい？もうバッて見せるよ。じゃーんねえ、ほんとにさ、まあね、まあみんなね。
你要变成头虱了吗？
お家燃えちゃったんだけどさ、燃えちゃったんだけど、燃えてね、その時に吹っ切れて髪の毛も切ったんだけどね、なんでこの髪の毛を実装したかってね、みんなね、本当にね、このままだったらね、スバルとね、多分ね、出会えてないからね、まあ出会う時は、まあショートカットだったんだけど、まあ、この時のね、自分からありがとうね。
对，上刚刚那一套没有。
まあこのままね、生きてたらね、どんな感じになってたか全くわからんけどね、みんなありがとうね、本当に。まあこれはレアということで、まあ、そのうちまたね、まあ、気が向いたらね、これでお話ししようかなって、まあ気が向いたら本当にマジでレア。これは本当に俺がちょっとあの時の自分から言いたくてしました。ありがとうございます。はい。ではですね、おっと何やら、おっと何やら、まだもう一展開ある。おいみんな、ウサギのリュック忘れてねえよな。この中にウサギのリュック忘れたやついる？いねえよな。いねえよな。じゃあ行きます。そのウサギのリュック背負ってた頃、よくやってたスバルの髪型。ウサギのリュックの画像も出しとくか。ウサギのリュックやってた頃のスバルの髪型。こんばんは、大空スバルです。みんなビビった？もうね、一番ビビり散らかしてるのはスバルだよ。まあね、まあこういう状態で幼少期を過ごしてたんでね、まあこれからね、みんなね、スバルのことを敬うように。Be careful, Al! なんちゃって、まあちょっとね、遅れちゃったから、ちょっと遅れちゃったのでね、だいぶ発表時期が遅れちゃったので、こんな感じでね、これもね、まあ、昔よくやってた髪型という、みんなね、ありがとうございます。応援ありがとう。これからもよろしく。はい、じゃあ髪型変えます。バイバイ。
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
もうさ、緊張するしさ、恥ずかしいしさ、まあでもね、可愛い。どれも全てが可愛い。大空スバルです。よろしくお願いします。まあでもね、やっぱりね、スバルはこれが一番好きかなという。
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night. But I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public
Is it just me, or does Deerfest get wild?
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far enough. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-down geriatric rats. They had the goods.
まあいい感じね、楽しくね、これからも放送を見てくれると嬉しいです。本当に、お披露目見てくれてありがとうございました。あとですね、もう本当にごめんね、今日本当に突然のスケジュールですいません。という感じ。最後に上着脱いで、あ、こっちで帽子かぶってなかったね。ちょっと帽子かぶってくるわ。
You've got to be kidding me.
早い。そう、いい感じだった、時間配分。大丈夫かな。もうさ、吐きそうだったよ、本当に。どうしていいかわかんなくてさ、いつもあんな感じだから。ね。まあ、でもね、いい感じに終われてよかったです。ね。
Got to be kidding me.
バイバイ。バイバイ。エンディング Thank you for watching!
You've got to be kidding me.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
I had to find a key to get Barry out.
Hey, what's the holdup? Come on, this place is all dusty. You know I got my allergies. Come on, Al, open the door already. Seriously, I don't like it in here.
Hey, let's go, man.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing. The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer.
music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's-her-face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
It was a crazy, drunken dream. And yet, it was more than that. It was the truth. A suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
There's an old town road with mystery of town the